Did I tell you about my albatross? Hey yo, here we go. Come on.
Welcome to another episode of Did I Tell You About My Albatross? I'm your host, Albie. This is the golf podcast for honest degenerates. It's like teaming up with your favorite foursome every week and diving into the best stories in and around golf. You guys ready to tee off? Let's go! What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Did I Tell You About My Albatross? I got two of my favorites, two of the crowd favorites. These are crowd favorites. I got my main man, Panda. Say hey, Panda.
Hey everybody.
We got the mayor, koala, whatever you want to call him.
Hello.
Man, so yeah, and then we got another episode. We got a great one for you today. We're going to talk about a couple different subjects that are actually top of the mind, at least for me right now. One just came up recently, and it's etiquette. Golf is one of these weird sports. Like, you just have to know certain things or you're considered a dick. Let me just kick us off here, okay? I don't get this one. FORE. Like, do we know the origin of FORE?
Yeah.
When you hit, okay, you do. Thank God.
I don't.
Because I've been like, we could have easily looked that up before the show.
That's what I'm here for. FORE.
Did you even see what he did there?
No.
Do it again, Panda.
That's what I'm here for. What is the origin of FORE?
Panda's clever.
Dude, he drops these one-liners. You don't even know, like...
He's a witty panda.
Yeah, they come up in editing.
They come up in editing. They're like these little time bombs. I'll look back and I'm like, oh, wow, that was brilliant. I didn't even see him sneak that in there. That's why he's here. Tell us about FORE.
So a FORE caddy would go in front of you. So like way in the old days. So if it was going at the caddy, you would just yell FORE. Because if you're ever like had to FORE caddy and like see, it's hard to see a ball when it's actually coming at you. As crazy as that sounds, it's easier to track it like as it's going. But if it gets lost in the sun or something, or you're staring because you're looking back at the player, if it was going to hit him, the player's supposed to yell FORE because it's going to hit your FORE caddy.
Interesting.
So that's the origin. Now,
and it just probably stuck because it's like one syllable and you can yell it loud.
FORE. That is one syllable.
Yeah.
I was getting ready. I was like, pretty sure it's two, and I'm like, it's kind of seems like it's a long one syllable
Yeah, it's
word.
a one and a quarter.
FORE. I don't know, dude. I'm from North Carolina. I can't really give dialect lessons. But, okay, so that's interesting. But, all right, here's the ones I don't get, though. So, all right, I'll give you FORE. Great. Okay, great story. I mean, golf's awesome because of the tradition. It's been around forever. Do you ever hear, FORE right?
Which right?
Yes. Like, how do you know where this...
I think it's where you're supposed to be pointing to, like FORE right.
Yeah, I think it's always the person hitting it.
Okay.
It's the person hitting it because that's the person yelling it. But also, if you're like out there and maybe there's like fairways that are going perpendicular, like it can get confusing.
Right.
Have you guys ever been hit? That's a good one.
Okay, you are here for a reason. Have you actually know that you have recently, right?
I've never been hit like my body. The cart has been hit.
Oh, have you ever played Palmacia before?
But yes,
that happens all.
But I've never personally been hit. I don't think. Not that I can remember.
Well, no, but you just had an incident with a cart girl.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Were you playing with us?
No, I wasn't even there. I just heard about it.
But you asked me if I'd ever been hit. It wasn't me who got hit.
Right. That's true.
He watched somebody get hit.
That is a good
I watched someone get hit.
Okay, all right.
Very funny, actually, because they were like... So we were playing at Palmacia. It was me... and I'm blanking on who our fourth was. And there's this twosome behind us.
Probably.
It was my brother. There's this twosome behind us that were kind of, just pushing us up a little bit. So we had them play through. And the one was with the smoking hot girlfriend just riding with. And so when we were on the tee, we were going to tee off and then they were going to tee off and just go, but we were going to hit our balls. And so we all hit good drives and went last. And we were with the two guys watching and this smoking hot blonde, like tops a shot, like 60 yards to the right, like didn't make the fairway, stayed in the rough along the cart path. So we drive to our balls, and her together. They have to stop where his ball is. And they're so short and so far right that they're not in the way of the guys hitting the next tee shot. So that you can think about it. They weren't really paying attention.
Of course.
There were two college kids, so like we thought they were college players. One kid hits a good one down the middle. Then the next kid like is addressing the ball as a proper swing. We're like, all right, he's pretty good. We don't really have to worry about where he is.
We're out of the danger
We're
zone.
out of the danger zone. And all of a sudden he shanks one and the thing hits the cart path and buckles right in like the back of the ankle or the calf. And so like not hard, like a little love tap, like grabs his ankle like a soccer player and starts jumping up and down and like falls on the ground and is like rolling around and just made a whole scene out of it. And then they drive up super embarrassed. It was good.
Did he sign the glove and give it to him?
No.
Why are not more people dead from spectating golf? Like to me, you take a big tournament, man. Like especially what
Well,
the
just
one
happened at the Players. Jordan Spieth hit it, guy.
No way.
Yeah, on I don't know if it was on the 18th hole. I don't know if it was on
Yeah, get on that phone,
16,
man.
17 or
let's look
18.
this
Whatever.
up.
Well, it wasn't
Man.
17.
Well, no,
it was
I
par
just got
three.
lots of.
But I think it
I've
was
got
18.
lots of videos.
He
Lots of videos.
his drive was going OB right, hits a fan, kicks back in the middle of the fairway. He ends up making the cut on the number.
No way.
Yeah, it just happened.
Well, you heard of like Arnie's Army before, right?
Yes.
Which I love that. Keep me in the rails here because I think I know it. Anyone tuning in, if I ever butcher a story, which is going to be often, by the way, I'm just going to tell you a bunch of stuff. I think some of it's most of it's true.
That's fine.
Ish.
Own it.
We're more for the entertainment value. But this one I have heard where you have the Arnie's Army. That's a hard thing to say. You say it, Panda, right now.
Arnie's Army.
Thank you. And I think the Arnie's
Army.
Arnie's Army, if the ball came and it was like in a bad spot, they give it a little kick. They give it a little kickaroo.
Absolutely.
Let's see it. What do you got?
It's Dustin just annihilating one right into some dude's spinal column.
Okay, let me just show this to the audience here. They're going to want to see this one.
No, this one's pretty good, though. He just mutilates it.
I love the shot trace.
Little pull draw.
Do you think he yells
Right
four?
up the gut. No chance.
Oh, he didn't yell four.
There's one guy. You shouldn't have been standing there.
Oh, shit. Wow, he went down hard, huh?
That was good.
There's tons of good ones.
By the way, tune in because soon we're going to be having one of our future episodes that will be focused on just us reacting to the best. What would you call that?
Professional golfers hitting patrons.
I think even amateur ones, and I think we're going to do the ones that hurt the most. And we're going to try to verify that they're okay probably before we show it.
I mean,
I feel like if someone
I'm
died,
sorry, I got one. I got one more. It's way worse.
No, it's not.
It's way worse.
I feel like they might not show these.
How is it worse?
It's Tom Kite in 1992. He just snipes one dead right or dead left
no.
into the gallery.
No, he does not.
Like just quick hooks it into some lady's face.
No,
Oh my.
Oh, no. No way.
And then just stands there.
You know what? Why do they have the gallery so... Like, I get these guys are good. Like, these guys are the best in the world, obviously.
You could still catch one to the face.
Dude, good players all the time. Shank it.
He killed a possum.
I did kill a possum.
It was plain possum, dude.
It probably was.
No, I don't think
But it
they
fell
do
out
that
of-
when
No.
they're scared, not when they get hit.
This thing fell straight out of the palm tree.
No, it did not.
Plump. Yeah. It was crazy.
First of all, I don't think possums are in palm trees. Like, that'd be a terrible place to hide.
No, during the day
Was it for sure a possum?
I wasn't with you, but we were going back and forth.
It could have been a raccoon.
Oh, now raccoons are nocturnal. Terrible place to hide if I'm a raccoon. I'm not going in a palm tree. I'm probably finding
Some sort of
It's a
vermin.
marsupial, they call those, I believe.
Yeah.
Jeopardy. I just want to actually say, now that we're talking about that, sorry to cut you off, but
It's okay.
I had a little beautiful mind moment the other night. You can't see that, but you can see the shed door here, and I wrote down some topics. What's crazy is this actually ties into one of those up there. Here in Florida, we have these things called sandhill cranes, and one of my favorite birds, great eating, by the way, if you can catch one. Just kidding. No, you don't want to eat one.
Actually eat them and they're good.
Dude, they're tall.
Do you know why they're always traveling in three?
Okay, if you come at me and you ruin this for me, I'm going to be mad. And this is fighting. You're right. We may just tear this shut up. I already got your koala up there. I was out playing a course here in Florida one time. I go in, I'm like, there is a bird out there. Like, this is the first time I moved to Florida. Like, this is one of the first times I've seen a sandhill crane. They're huge. They're like 5+ feet. Like, they can get pretty, and they got mean ass beaks. They're pretty aggressive for a bird. They come at you. They're not scared yet.
They are not.
And to your point, I just noticed he was sad. But this dude was just moping around. You could tell he was like Big Bird. They just ran out of everything. Like, he was just down and out. He looked like a homeless Big Bird. I'm like, hey man, your bird out there. Like, I go in the pro shop. Your bird's not doing good. That big tall thing. Like,
You went into the pro shop to tell them.
Well,
that
I was at the
bird is
turn.
sick?
it was on my way to to get beer at the turn, of course. So I passed by and I'm like, hey man, you got a sick deadbeat bird out there. You might want to take a look at it. He was actually the wildlife refuge people came out. That's probably not the right term for them, but yeah, they came out, they looked at it, and we actually had a gentleman that ran one over the other day in a golf cart. And when that happens, the other one, which is their mate, they mate for life, will stop eating.
Oh.
Now, here's the deal. I love my wife. I mean, I love her. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
You would eat that day.
I would not eat that day. I'd probably take a couple of days off, but I'm not going to start. So what happens is the birds, now this is this guy in the pro shop telling me what a wildlife refuge, again, not the right term, person told him. So I don't know if this is real. If it is, I'm sure the thousands of comments below. If it's real, that's effing crazy. And then secondly, are you going to ruin it by your little three bird thing? Okay.
No, so the reason why you either see them in 2s or 3s is because in 2s they mate for life.
Yes.
In 3s it's their kid. They have one.
Right. Okay.
And when that baby meets another one, it goes off.
Okay, so
But it lives at home. And
they don't have more than one?
I don't
They might just have like one at a time.
Man, we're gonna get eaten up by like some dude who's like a huge ass sandhill crane enthusiast. He's like, actually, dude, I play a lot of golf and then I do a lot of bird watching.
Shit, they have.
Whatever.
You know what? That fucking guy's not allowed to listen to this.
Exactly.
And they starve. Okay?
I have another one.
Don't listen to a bird podcast.
Yeah, exactly. I have one that'll get us off.
Oh, actually, isn't this called the Albatross?
It is. It is a bird-friendly podcast.
All right, sorry, go ahead, man. What were you saying?
Well, just because, so you say you stop at the turn. Who do you tell the bird about? Who did you talk to about the bird? Like the guy in the shop?
Yeah, it was the dude.
Okay,
It was
yeah,
the,
so when I was an assistant, my first job was in Billings, Montana. I took an internship.
Yeah, you did.
So firstly, that guy in the shop has no fucking chance to help you with the bird. That's a completely different department. But I'm in the shop one day. It's like my third day. And Billings isn't rural Montana for any Montana people, but where the course is pretty rural. I get a call. They go, there's a grizzly bear on hole 11. And I just say, well, don't fucking go near it. Like, and the lady on the other end goes, aren't you going to do something about it? And I said, no.
Yeah,
it's a goddamn grizzly bear. I'm not going to do anything. What the fuck am I going to do? I'm 19 years old. What am I going to do to a bear?
So what is anybody going to do to him?
Exactly. She wanted me to go out there.
So we actually have what? What does she want you to do? What kind of?
I don't know. I didn't get that far.
That's an amazing club when the patrons are like, you better do something about that bear out there. Yeah, like
you do something about that.
We're trying to get our people to like do something about these greens. Here's the other thing about the FORE thing. So the FORE right, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm guilty of it. I've definitely
said. You yell it?
I yell FORE right.
You do?
I do. I can't help it. I'm like, I just don't want.
What if someone else hits it? Then are you going to yell for them?
I yell for other people all the time because a lot of times, in my opinion, and I don't mean to be a dick about it. A lot of times you think that you're not Tom Kite and you're +5 and you just shot it right into a lady's face. You thought that you hit it down the middle. It feels the same sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes like, oh, that may kill someone. So I ran across a crazy story. This is going to be this will probably be the saddest moment of the show of all time because we're here for laughs and smiles and for bears eating golfers. That would be pretty hilarious. By the way, have you guys heard about this cocaine bear thing?
Yeah, like the movie?
Yes. What, dude, what is is that?
I think you and me should go. I think it's in the theater right now.
Did it make I think it's actually going to be a pretty good
I've
movie.
never heard of this.
It's a true story. It's based on a true story.
Did a bunch of cocaine.
Okay, that's yes.
They say it was like, as it was on the run, it was like the world's deadliest apex predator.
Really?
Yeah, there was like a drug deal gone bad, and the bear ate a shit ton of cocaine.
Someone called Panda, and they were like, "What are you going to do about this bear?"
Yeah, what if it was the cocaine bear? Fucking.
They basically had bales of cocaine fall out of somewhere. I need to watch the movie. I don't even want to talk about it and I don't want to do any spoiler alerts. But just the fact that the premise is about a bear and it's somewhat true, who did a bunch of cocaine and is running through the forest crazy. I fucking love that.
It sounds very interesting.
Dude, that bear is absolutely like please subscribe. Not only will you subscribe, we will like cut you in as a partner at this point. We love you, bear.
It's dead.
Because it did too much cocaine? That's amazing.
Surely they had to kill the bear.
Yeah, they had to kill it.
Dude, if there was enough cocaine around, I guarantee you it's still alive. Because that stuff will keep you up.
Not if you get shot in the face.
Like Tom Kite.
If you get Tom Kited in the neck.
You get a +5 Tom Kite at the end of his tournament, completely given up, hitting persimmon woods, like persimmon, whatever they're called. Anyway, back to, so
Back to etiquette.
So I
Back to
actually
your story.
back to my sad ass story, the saddest one ever. If I remember the story correctly, he was one of the best kids in the state at the time in high school. And I guess he hit a really bad slice. I'm probably butchering the story again. Forgive me if I am. It had a really bad slice, but couldn't see it. Like, couldn't see the fact. So there was no FORE or anything. Like, they didn't know that anybody was over there. Dude, it went so far right. It actually hit someone on a tee box on a different part of the course, and it ended up killing them. I have no idea what happened to the guy. Like, anyway, I read that. I'm like, dude, that is probably not a story I should share on this podcast, but I'm going to, because that was my point. It is a hard ball, and if it hits you, there should be more people like getting hurt more.
I think getting hurt, but killing, it's got to hit you like in a perfect spot.
Like someone.
Oh, I don't think it has to hit you in a perfect.
Well, if it hits you anywhere but your head, it's not going to kill you.
Your neck, your trachea, your
That's your head.
Right in the larynx.
Actually, this is more of like, I'm talking about like, here's your head. Oh, collarbone up.
Sternum up.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I mean, yeah, sternum up. Unless I'm trying to think.
I don't know. I think that.
Could we kill somebody? You told me to swallow a golf ball last pod.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that would kill you too.
That would kill you.
Is that part of
That's
your head?
Yeah.
What if
it goes in the head?
I think having a golf ball inside you will kill you too. Like regardless how it got in. I'm just saying.
I guess.
I don't.
That wasn't the question.
You could shove it up your ass and get it out.
For sure.
Easy. I'll do it if somebody subscribes. I'll prove that myth.
So last show we went through like the camera guy.
Oh shit! Of course it did. Oh, don't worry, we still got our favorite one.
Like if we get 500 subscribers, something happens. If we get 1 subscriber,
Oh wow.
Panda shoves a golf ball up his ass.
I think that's
One.
I think that's a great. I don't even know that's gonna happen.
It can't be any of the guys that we already know. It has to be like one
Randomer.
off the streeter.
My
I'm
sister,
creating a fake account.
so my sister's name is. You guys would have no idea. You'd have no idea she's related to me. It's just a different last name. I'm gonna have her do it. But the good news is we'll film it and
we'll do that. If
we'll probably get more subscribers.
That's the good news. That's not the good news.
The good news is that will probably get us more subscribers.
Nobody wants to see that.
Well, there are people that want to see that, shockingly enough, unfortunately, and I agree.
There's definitely a segment of the population that's probably into that.
All right, so I guess we create an OnlyFans while we're at it.
We got a lot of cameras.
We do have a lot of kids.
Half of them work. So, all right, so cool. So, and then we killed, looks like we killed another head cover. So I don't even know where this head cover, I'm just going to start stacking head covers. That's going to be our thing. All right, so etiquette. So I also wrote down a few others, man.
I like the etiquette part.
Yeah, I mean,
there's one that I know I had a big thing that fucked me up for a long time. And I had to I don't practice golf. I go play golf. I play golf 4 times a week. That's it.
I don't know how you,
I don't
God, you were
practice.
so, like, hang on a second. But that's just amazing, dude.
I know. I did practice though, because I struggled playing 9 a.m. men's game. It'd roll around to like be midday. Sun was above my head. Shadow was over the ball. I would like start my swing. Part of my swing would like move across the ball. Shadow would be in the ball. And then all of a sudden I'd start the downswing and then it would be in the sun and it would just fuck with me. So I went and I practiced in that shadow so I could get over it.
When I'm hitting balls in the morning, sometimes the shadow on the range will mess up the person next to me. I will stop hitting balls because I'm worried about my shadow from the guy sitting next to me. That's why, like who cares about that guy? I don't even know that guy.
Never once have thought about that.
See, do you guys recline your seats on the airplane?
Yeah,
Of course.
I don't, because I sleep on the front thing. I take that little tray table down and sleep this way.
You put your face on the tray table?
No, I have a pillow. I have a specially designed like triangle pillow.
Of course you do.
Do you know how
It has an
filthy
arm
that pillow?
strap so you can hug it. No, I wash it. It's like my carry-on item. Every flight I've ever been on, I'm asleep.
Your
the
trip
entire
home,
time.
dude.
I've slept the entire time, no matter how long. I turn
knew
my
it.
phone off. I don't bring a book,
I knew it.
magazine.
Panda 100% eats people.
Because I sleep on the plane?
Forward, facing, with your head down forward on a special pillow.
Correct.
Checking
Every
out.
flight
I'm
in
like
the
blown
last
away.
10 years.
I'm like absolutely blown away by a lot of things, especially Panda putting his face on that tray table. That tray table, this tray table. Could you imagine?
My
And, like,
cheek
don't
doesn't
clean
touch
them.
the table. It touches the pillow thing.
dude, I don't want to be a snob, and like I try not to be,
God.
but like
We're
Ever
in a
since,
shed.
I used to travel a lot.
No.
We're in a shed. It's hard for me to
You
stop.
sit in the seat.
I travel a lot for work. I'd always get upgraded, and that curtain, dude, that little curtain, they go blips. It's a whole different world. Like you don't have people putting their heads on trays, falling asleep.
Yeah, it's civilized there.
Yeah, it's a little, and now I lost all status, so now I don't get it. And now I'm on the other side of the curtain. I'm sitting next to people like him putting their heads on tray tables. It's crazy.
You're probably middle row while Panda's over there on the window, not using the window.
You got to get window.
If I sat down and someone was sleeping on their face, I'd request to move. The next topic is cart etiquette.
Cart?
Yeah. Golf cart etiquette.
Gotcha.
I hope it sounds like you got hit by a golf ball.
I swallowed one for the show. Don't you remember?
That's awesome.
What do you think would happen? Do you think you would die?
I mean, the answer to that's yes. And I don't think you can. Do you think you could really swallow a golf ball, dude? There's no chance.
No.
Like, no. There's no way you can swallow a golf ball and live. I'll give you $300 right now to try it.
No,
Though.
that's not enough.
I'll give
Try it?
Huh?
I'm not that desperate.
Well, no.
No.
That's terrible.
You add a couple zeros, though. More talk.
I fucking love you guys.
Love you too.
That
You can? Good. That's not the one I want, though. And we're back. Thanks for staying tuned. I hope you enjoyed that commercial spot. And we were just getting into the whole, you know what? Hang on a second. We can't fucking come in with that. That shit's terrible. We're gonna have to do something at least a little better. How about this one? So we were talking about etiquette. Welcome back. Hope y'all enjoyed that commercial spot by our sponsor. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to
add to performance.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready to add to your performance, not just from the swing side with my man Panda at Panda Town coming to a place near you, but also I think a big part of everything is your mental game. And you can actually get the complete package with these two. So anyway, getting back to what we were talking about. We were getting back to
Cart etiquette.
Cart etiquette's a big one. I have some very strong opinions on this one. Let's just talk about the music part. So when you're playing in a cart, to me, like I have a couple guys at the club that listen to the same music I do. We'll make playlists. Are you able to listen to anything? Is it annoying? We got one guy that has Sanford & Son going on in his cart. And by the way, it's not me. This guy he's got the little Garmin thing up there that's a speaker. Then he's got like his rangefinder, like magnet there. Then he's got a wire going down there plugged into the cart for juice. Then he's got he's just got a whole like that kind of thing going on. That's Sanford & Son. But
Who are you talking about? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But played with him today. That genre of music I've learned from playing with him is called yacht rock.
Yeah, it is yacht rock. I was gonna
terrible.
Yeah,
it's terrible. It's elevator music.
It's actually love that music on a yacht, which
or in an elevator,
or if I'm trying to get up to the 11th floor. Yeah.
It was terrible. All day that crap.
Hall & Oates is good.
Pablo Cruz.
Oh man, Falcon loves him some Pablo Cruz. It's usually
terrible.
So, but can that destroy your round? Like, is that like what's the etiquette on that? Like, so if you ask, like Panda, as long as you get the ask, like you're good.
As long as I get the ask, yeah. If it ruins your round, like you're too mentally weak to play competitive golf.
Yeah. Dude, you should have seen. Now you're talking about kind of shepherd me through the wilderness and the void. Like when Panda and I play, where do you think we go? Like, take a guess.
What kind of music do you go to?
Yeah. Because we got to go to, and it's fire, dude. It's like my secret weapon.
I think I might know what it is.
All right.
Do you go to Reggaetron?
Well,
I think we have before.
Yeah, no, I mean I love reggae. I mean
it's not someone went to that and lit it up.
Does that? So go reggae.
So what do you and Panda listen to?
Like the grimiest, most aggressive in your face rap possible. Like just
21
strictly
Savage,
murder.
What's the Run the Jewels, or what are those dudes called?
Yeah, we like 21 Savage.
Oh, yeah,
and 2
dude.
Chainz.
Oh yeah, 2 Chainz up there.
No.
I don't even know the new shit. I grew up on
what's
Tupac.
your go-to So music.
For me, I do like hip hop. I grew up on like Tribe Called Quest. I don't know. What's yours?
Country.
I'm fine with that. I'm more of a bluegrass guy. Like I actually like Billy Strings that get you going, but then you swing too fast because you're all trying to keep up. So what you like that sad, like my dog died shit? What do you want?
Chris Stapleton.
I do like Chris Stapleton.
He's
I like
good.
Morgan Wallen. Yeah, any slower country. I don't like the too poppy country, but a good mellow.
Little Darius Rucker.
Yeah, that's fine.
Love Darius.
Hootie.
Lately, I've been into this guy.
Chris Paul.
No, yeah, Chris Paul.
Just want to give a shout out to him.
This guy Quinn, and then he's got some Roman numerals after a name that I'm not sure what they add up to.
Yeah, I can't read Roman numerals.
Yeah, it's weird. So it's Quinn Roman numerals, and he's got this song called "Straight Jacket"
Straight Jacket.
that I love.
Okay. All right.
Excellent.
Awesome.
I do have another one that really bugs me.
Why are you taking a picture over there?
Because I'm proving to my wife that I'm not cheating on her.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
She's like, you're really in a shed with
This
for
is
like 4 hours
far
twice a
worse.
week. And I'm like, yeah, no, I am.
I
That's a
bet
fair
she
question.
kind of wishes you were doing something else.
Can you please just fuck someone else? That would be way less upsetting.
I'd be way less mad.
So she's like, no, are you?
Oh, tell her I'm sorry. Actually,
You're
can we
choosing-
FaceTime her? Can we FaceTime her right now? Would she like that? Would she like that on air with our 1 million
She
subscribers?
would absolutely hate that.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it right now.
She is concerned that you're choosing to spend your time away from her.
No, she
with
just
us.
doesn't believe it. She's like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
true.
a fair, dude, look, it is a fair thing. I told my wife that I'm going to come out here and get all the cameras right last night. Dude, it took me 4.5 hours. She was like, she fell asleep. Actually, I can read you the text. It said, I think your text said, seriously, question mark? And it's still not right. I'm all over the place with the cameras. But yeah, I'm sorry.
You're okay.
She's going to be fine when she's listening to the yacht rock
Exactly.
on a yacht, right? On Chris Paul's yacht that he invites us. So I always try to do like 2 or 3 shout outs to him. Scott Van Pelt too. I'm trying to get interviewed by him. Hopefully that'll happen. And then obviously Mr. Beast. Let me go and get that out there because Mr. Beast, if I say it enough, maybe he'll put us up there and then make us famous. But Chris Paul, sure he's got a yacht. If not, he's got enough money for it. And we'd love to go and we'd love to bring Panda's wife. So anyway, so that's annoying. Like if you have someone in your cart that's like, hey man, don't worry, I got a speaker, I can just play it. And then they go into it and then they're like, I'm gonna listen to something terrible the whole day. That dude, that ruins my round. I can't handle that shit.
It's annoying. It won't ruin my round.
It won't ruin. Yeah, you're mentally tough.
Yeah, it won't ruin my round.
So here's the other thing about the cart. I hate when people drive the cart and they look for bumps. I mean, I swear to God, if I'm the passenger, I don't know what it is. Oh, does that tree have roots? And then they go right for it and they drive over. And these easy goes, they just don't have very good shocks. Like it's just like, and then next thing and I got neck issues. Like next thing you know, I'm like, that hurt. Like don't do that again, please. Like please stay on the path.
What else?
I
This
get
is
all
all
worked up.
good information.
Well, I can tell you what else. Also, the other thing is when you hit, it goes in no order to your ball. Doesn't matter what your order is, where you hit the golf ball, you go right to your ball. You got to find your ball. You want to make sure it's safe. You want to make sure it's in a good area. What's your lie look like? Doesn't matter the fact that your partner's ball is back there.
I get neurotic about the number, but only if it's a certain segment. If it's like 75 to or up, I don't really like that cart.
Oh, you mean the
Cart
number of the
number.
cart?
Yeah.
Yeah, Panda just threw that out.
Yeah, that was pretty random. I didn't know.
It's not really etiquette, but
I had no fucking idea
that's
what you were
just
talking
my
about.
cart preference.
But I will say there are some carts though that don't have governors, and just
You
for
just
all,
gotta ask the cart guys for the fast carts.
yeah, the
I
cart
do.
guys know which ones it is.
of course,
Give me
and
a fast one.
yes, and they do. Should we go ahead and mention the numbers here on air in case? Because I mean, I'm sure we're gonna get some Carrollwood Country Club members that are gonna watch. So I know 66 is fast as fuck.
66
Well, it all
zips.
changes, right?
What do you mean it all changes?
Well, like if the battery's like more.
Oh no! These guys are
No,
taking.
they got a
they
couple that are like hot wired.
No, they're taking the governors off. So there's a few of them that have that. 66 is one of them.
Oh, I don't want everyone to know.
No, I think.
Want everyone.
Well, I mean, I think that's part
That's
of
our
like.
thing.
I think the least we can do for these people is like give them things.
Oh,
You know,
Spread knowledge.
and spread knowledge.
Well, 66 would also be good for me. Sub 75.
75 and above because you're like worried you're gonna shoot that.
Yeah, like just, and it's not to the point that like
So you
I'm
won't go,
gonna be
like-
mad, but if I roll up and like I had a preference of cart 69 versus cart 99, I want cart 69.
Oh, I see.
It's just like,
What if it's cart like 42?
that's okay.
Oh, really? But
Yeah.
What if that's like, oh, I could shoot 42 in my opening 9?
No, I don't think, it's not that deep. 42 is fine. It's really just I don't like carts 76 to 100.
I see. Okay.
So you're superstitious?
I wouldn't say I'm superstitious, but if I have a preference, I would rather have the other ones. It's not going to derail me, but if I have a choice, I want cart 65.
I've got a little bit of a pet peeve too. I like to drive, so I don't like to be the rider in the cart.
Really? I didn't know that about you. Okay.
So I always play with my brother, so I drive, he rides, and I tend to, off the tee, I'll hit the ball a little bit farther than he does, so I stop at his ball first.
Shout out.
Stop at his ball first, like I'm supposed to, according to
Airmail that
Aldi,
shit.
right? I stop at his ball, he hits his shot, and I might be, 5-10 yards past him, and instead of just like grabbing his club and sitting in the cart,
Yes.
going to my ball,
Yes.
and then when I get out, I get the distance, he can get out and clean his shit and do his thing.
Right.
He hits his ball, and then he goes behind the cart, cleans his club,
it's the
uses
worst.
the towel, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Let's go. Like,
Yes.
sit in the cart, we'll go to mine, then do your shit.
So, dude,
So now, no, I just stop at his ball. He gets out. I take my rangefinder and I shoot it here, and I take a club I think I'm going to use and go stand by my ball.
So we were talking about slow play last time.
Well,
that right there, it doesn't seem like, and I'm not saying your brother's a slow player. He's
no,
actually
but
not.
He is.
Okay, yeah, I didn't want to say it. I mean, as long as you said it.
He knows he is. I tell him all the time.
He's not. I don't think he's not like. There's a guy up there that I wrote his name down, but he was so slow that we ended up having to stop playing golf with him. Like it literally became
That's
a point.
tough.
But yeah, it was tough because he is such a good guy. But dude, there's nothing worse than that. I don't want to be on a golf course because here's the other thing: you have people behind you.
Does he take like 9 practice
Dude,
swings?
he
or
does
what?
exactly what the mayor just talked to. It's the little things, and they add up. You don't think they do, but after a while, you start thinking, okay, that took an extra 20, 30 seconds. So if you add that up times, like, I don't know how many shots, like, dude, that is a lot of time. Like,
Yeah.
that's like an extra 15, 20 minutes around. So, like, I mean, I don't know. To me, I don't do well with people behind me. I don't do well just in general, like, but like people behind me waiting on me to hit, and there's no one in front of us. I can't take it. I would rather them play through, and I'm like, hey, should we let them play through because y'all are slow as hell? And then the best is like, no, well, maybe this par 3 that's coming up. I'm like, oh my god, and then I just play so bad. I'm like, rush in. Do you prefer to walk or ride?
Walk.
Okay, with a caddy.
Or by myself. Or like if I'm carrying.
Yeah.
If it was up to me, I'd like walking.
Me too. If they allowed it, I play a lot better when I'm walking.
But I will say I hate, like, does this all the time. 3 riders and 1 walker is a massive no-no.
Yeah.
I hate that.
3 riders, 1 walker. Oh,
Yeah.
2 and 2 will work.
what?
I feel like we do that sometimes when it's like cart path only.
I feel like cart path only can do any.
Cart path only, it's definitely faster to walk.
Well,
I feel like
the 3 guys driving and 1 walking
is no.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to sacrifice themselves.
Yeah. He has another golf etiquette thing that when you're on the tee, you can't be standing directly behind him.
I did it in like a tournament too. I did it in like Club Champion or something.
That's
You
smart.
stood behind him.
No, I didn't think so because like I'm very cognizant about that. But he's right-handed, so I'm like this way to him on Meadow 1.
North Paul.
And he made me move like to get behind. But I didn't think I was out of the way. Like I thought I was totally out
Oh,
of
he
the way.
asked you to move.
Yeah, he said like, get the
hilarious.
fuck off the box. Like he was
No, I
like,
mean,
he
he's-
cannot hit the ball.
No, I mean, he like, dude, he's one of my favorite guys up there. I love the
Yeah,
guy, and he's
same.
straightforward. He doesn't. He just be like, he's actually yelled at me about it. That's how I knew not to do it. You don't want someone behind you.
I get it.
Yeah,
The only reason I know is 'cause
understand it. I
he
guess
yelled at someone in the group I was in.
about it.
Yeah, about it.
Yeah.
you can do
he's-
whatever to me. You can,
Yeah, it does-
as long as you don't
that's-
touch me, I'm fine. You can yell.
Boobs?
Oh no, see,
Sorry.
that's where we got the problem. I'm saying like on the golf course.
Well, how do
Yeah.
you feel about talking on the golf course?
In general?
No, okay. So let's say we're in a foursome. It's my turn
Yeah.
to hit the shot,
Yeah.
and the 2 of you are having a discussion, and I can kind of hear you talking. When is it appropriate to be quiet or start that little whisper? As I enter my pre-shot routine, do you guys stop? Is it as I address the ball? Do you stop? Is it as I take my swing back? Do you stop?
This is what all right.
None of it
This would
bothers
be
me
the best
at all.
for this would be the best for him because he would care the most.
So we're gonna do a whole episode on how Wolf is the absolute worst game in golf. Period. I can't stand it.
I was just gonna say Wolf is like more It's not even how good you play. It's really how good you pick partners.
It just seems to be the only game you can play with 5 people.
That is true. When we started building up an audience, that's one cool thing about a community is that games and like being able to share like fun games on the course.
There's got to be a better 5-person game.
You brought something up that came up last week and you gave me shit because I had pressed, like if you go lone wolf, this will be interesting. Panda, you're going to have to play referee here.
Okay.
Because I've played the same rules plays on this one. If you call lone wolf before you hit, it is worth
double.
No,
before you hit.
Before you hit.
Or
you just
anyone hits.
Before
lone wolf before, and you walk up to the tee box, and it's because you're wolf. You say lone wolf.
1 verse 4.
1 verse 4.
So isn't it 4 times?
It's 4 times.
That's how I play.
That's how I play too.
I thought you were saying after you hit.
No, that's
And
like
then you
2
watch
times.
everybody go, and then you say, I'll go by myself. That's a double.
That's a double. Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was 4 times.
Okay.
So what's interesting though is it got silly, and those typically wolf's not like a crazy, like it can get crazy. This time it got ridiculous because I was playing the martingale strategy. If you play roulette, you just double down until you hit red or whatever. So that's what I was doing. I was like, double it. Before you know it, this hole all of a sudden is worth like $400 or $500. It was Meadow number 9. We talked about it, and you guys gave me shit because I sniped one. I was like,
I wasn't playing with you, but I've heard this.
Oh, okay. I said, whatever, lone wolf, go up to the tee box. And as I'm swinging, is in the middle of a conversation. They're literally snickering about how I'm going to hit it and snipe it into the left houses. Guess what I do? I snipe it into the left houses. If there was a lady, I tom-kited it. If there was a lady right there, her face would have been gone. I mean, I'm talking about it. It moved left quick. Now, I personally think that that's fucked up because if it was for just a regular shot and it didn't really matter, fine. Like, talk whatever. It doesn't really bother me. It does actually bother me though when I had $400 or $500 on one hole and someone's talking in my backswing and I look back. This is what the shitty part is. I look back and I'm like, seriously? That's all I said. And then everyone's like, oh, okay, I guess you want to rehit? You can have a rehit. Then I look like the asshole because I want to rehit. So, all right.
I know that part of the story.
So, of course, no one tells that part of the story. Now, here's what's interesting.
I just heard you snap hook it.
Exactly, and then whined about it.
Bad.
And then whined about it. Exactly. That's what's fucked up. So then I'm telling Falcon this last week. My kid was getting lessons at Carrollwood or whatever. I go inside and I'm having a drink with Falcon. I'm telling him, and he's like, oh man, I can't wait to go on your pod. Like, he's so excited to hop on. And he's got some good stories. He's actually one of the few that also have an Albatross, hole-in-one on a par 4. But I tell him about how he had a lot of money on Meadow 9 and how it came down to me having to re-hit because they were talking in my backswing, and he was like, oh yeah. And I told him that Koala and Panda was like, oh yeah, did Koala tell you about the time that we were playing Wolf? And then he didn't realize that shot was for like $500 or $600. He thought it was for $100 or $200.
No, it's because we keep Wolf score differently.
Exactly. That's why Wolf is the worst game of all time.
I was keeping score for the whole game. I didn't know also was keeping score his way.
Right. Yes.
And there's 2 different ways to keep Wolf score. Yeah. So I thought that it was worth, just $100, whatever it was. And he thought it was like triple that. Whoever was riding with me knew what it was. So now I just no longer keep score when I play Wolf with them and keeps it his way. I still don't know the right way.
I still don't. See, that's the thing. That's why golf and like the etiquette, that was my point in the very beginning of this, is like, golf is one of the few sports we've been playing our whole lives. I'm not even sure I know all the rules. Secondly, I'm not even sure I know how to not offend someone. Like, I just learned about the whole don't stand behind someone directly 5 or 6 years ago.
I don't ever fucking score Wolf. I let somebody else do it. Yeah, because there's so many different interpretations and stuff. Like, you move state to state and everything. Like, presses are different from place to place.
You know about this, Panda?
For what?
Okay, doesn't sound like you know about it. No, I'm talking about... So I never heard of this one. I looked it up. Texas rules is... where you actually, if you do not hit it past ladies' tees.
The most forward tee, you take your pants off?
No, but it wasn't take your pants off.
Okay.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I've always heard it would buy people drinks. I didn't
No,
know.
if you don't hit it past
No, you
like the
take your
ladies'
pants
tees,
off.
I think you have to pull your pants down to your ankles and you walk up and hit your next shot. We made my dad do it on my brother's bachelor party.
Texas rules. It basically says if you don't make it past the ladies' tee, then you must. This made no sense. Maybe I read this wrong. It says then the rest of the hole, you have to wear the club out of your pants. I didn't even know what that meant.
Heard of that. You gotta like put it through your like fly.
I didn't know. I was hoping. I was like, surely he knows. I mean, he lived in Texas for a while. So
There's no way you wrote that down correctly.
all right, smash that comment section, smash that subscribe button. Prove Brando, better known as Albie, correct, and make these effers wrong.
Yeah, just fucking explain
Wear
to
it
us what the fuck
outside
that
of your
means.
pants.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know if you tape it. I don't know if you're putting it through a pocket. I don't know if you're putting it through like a belt loop. I have no idea. I didn't get deep in
Gotta
it. I thought
stick
for
it
sure.
down the leg, which is funny. Interestingly, when I used to work at Golf Galaxy, people would steal like whole drivers. They would stick it down their pants.
What?
Isn't that wild?
Wait, they would steal golf clubs at Golf Galaxy?
Oh, like tens of thousands of dollars a month.
No way, dude.
Yes.
What?
No
Absolutely.
Did
way.
you catch them?
Yeah.
What would
People
happen? Like, so
put
what,
it-
what happens in that
People
scenario?
would put it like down your pant leg and like try to walk out
with
with
shorts on? That'd be great.
Well, if
So,
you
like,
take your own wrench,
You're a terrible.
take your own wrench. Oh, you take the head.
listen. Yeah, if you take your own wrench, well, you can take the head off and then you can take the little sensor off if you pull it up the shaft. And then you just ditch the sensor and then you walk out with it.
You get it all here. Did I tell you about my Albatross?
Yeah,
We'll
we're
teach you
teaching you how to commit theft.
or secure your future.
Interesting.
That's
I feel like a putter would have been easier.
Right.
But
Well, we like lock up the Scotties and the Betnardies, though.
ever tell you when I was
I
at
have no idea why we're telling people how to steal stuff.
PGA Superstore, I was window shopping at the like looking at the Scotty and Bettinardi
Oh, it's so nice.
case, and I finally called a guy over and was like, "Hey, can you open this?" And was there walking by, and he goes, "He's just window shopping. He's never gonna buy anything." I was like, "Oh fuck."
Didn't you? You probably already own like 4 out of the 5 in there.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
said,
best.
joke's on you. I'm buying the whole fucking...
Wait, that's one of the best stores of all time.
Such a good story.
It is like, it's so well done. I'll say that like the best deal in town, anyone in Tampa, a gift. We just give. We keep giving.
You're a giver.
I'm a giver. The best investment you can make, in my opinion, is their golf bay. Like their golf bay, I think it's like $100 for the year. You get their flight, what is it? Flight scope, flight, whatever they have.
It's a TrackMan.
It's a TrackMan. You get the bay. Now it's hard, and then you get the little app. You can rent it for 30 minutes at a time. If no one's behind you, you can extend it. Dude, it's amazing. Now you have to go on like a Tuesday at like 3:30 to like where.
Why? It's busy.
Well, on Saturday you're not getting in unless you book it in advance. And these fuckers, I'm sure what they're doing. I'll go in there and I'll be like, that bay is open. They're like, someone's got it booked. I'm like, so they just book it on their app and then they never show up.
That's annoying.
Yeah, fuck that guy. You're probably an iron head cover, and you also. This is another one that drives
You
me
wear
nuts.
2 gloves and you have a ball retriever.
And guess what? You probably, this is not related to golf, you probably take your dishes and put them in the sink, even though there's an empty dishwasher there. Please tell me you don't do that. I can't handle that shit.
What do you mean?
Like the dish has to go immediately into the dishwasher?
Dude, do not put it in the sink if there's an empty dishwasher. Why would you do that? But yes,
Yeah,
everyone.
no, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Like, I'm fine with you should put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah, so my wife's not. So this
floods the sink with dishes,
drives me fucking
like,
crazy, dude. Me too.
and then just does it all at once. But it bothers me to see them all
Yes,
sitting there.
of course.
And I end up doing it sometimes too.
Yes.
Which is fine, but it's like it's just stupid.
I mean, there's so much shit she puts up with on my side. So like, it's the least I can do. But dude, it is one of my pet peeves. So now I've started looking at people. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's probably one that puts his dishes in the sink and doesn't even like put it with. And it's fine if you do that and you rinse it off. Maybe put a little dial or whatever kind of soap in there. Another shout out for a
If you
sponsor.
get to that point, though, just put it in.
Or if the dishwasher's full and it's running, or if it's getting ready to run, fine. I get it. If there's an empty dishwasher there and you're not putting it in the dishwasher, Panda's got to get home. He's going to turn into a pumpkin. His wife thinks he's cheating on him. What else you have there on the agenda? I mean, I've got
for etiquette.
no. I mean, I think etiquette we've kind of slammed. I don't know what else. Don't walk in people's line. I mean, I think
guess
that was
there's one really tough one that I don't know the proper. Do you put rakes
rakes are
inside
good.
of the bunker or outside of the bunker?
Great fucking question, dude.
It's an excellent question. I think that
He's the fucking mayor for a reason.
aesthetically, it maybe looks better if it's in, but the way I think of it is if you keep it out of the bunker, just like setting up the next guy, it might keep the ball out of the bunker. If it hits the rake and bounces out, like that would be a favorable break.
Yeah. And doesn't that person deserve it if he's hitting it in the bunker? He's had probably a rough day.
Because if it's in and the ball rolls into the bunker and then it hits the rake, you have a fucked lie because you're up against the lip of a bunker anyways.
All I can think about right now is my wife listening to that part about the dishes, and she's going to yell at me so much. And like she puts up with so much of my shit. I mean, I'm sorry. I take that back. Dish people are fine. You can subscribe. So I think that though the other part that's fucked up about golf courses that put the rakes in the back of the carts.
We used to do that at Worldwoods.
Oh my God. Yes.
That drove me nuts. 4 a.m. where I'm flying from, where I was yesterday. A little jet lagged.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, thanks for making it tonight.
You're very
It
welcome.
means a lot. All right. Sorry, Panda. Go ahead and let's wrap this puppy up with this ball thing.
The USGA sucks. I mean, if you like the USGA, you blow. First off, so the United States Golf Association is essentially saying that the golf ball goes too far. We're trying to implement something that not for you, but for people at the highest level, because they can't play golf courses that are shorter that they used to have, like the fucking 1961 US Open on. So we're going to give everybody the same ball that doesn't go as far.
What do you mean the same ball? So like all these golf, like if I have a Pro V1, the Pro V1 now is going to be a Callaway no-go.
They haven't dialed in exactly how it's going to work, but you're going to get a different golf ball that won't fly as far. It could be bigger. It could have a different dimple pattern. It could be softer. I'm sure it could be a lot of things. They said that if they're going to implement anything, that it's going to be by 2026. So the ball
will be long gone by then.
Yeah, it'll be long gone by then. We'll hopefully have sold out by then. But that is basically what's going on.
They tried to do this in tennis.
Roll the ball back.
Did they? What do you mean?
Yeah, so like early 2000s, they felt the men's game was getting too fast, like with too many big servers and not enough long points. And they tried to make the ball bigger, and they experimented with it. It never went anywhere, but they tried it.
Wow, I had no idea. See, man, we've got a good thing. I would have never known that. Like, I mean, geez, that's amazing. Didn't that mess with the rackets? No.
No, I actually played a tournament with it in when you're a junior under 18, you play ITFs and you travel around the world playing these ITFs. And I was
ITFs.
Yep. And I was in South Africa playing, and we used the bigger ball there, and it was terrible.
What, South Africa or the bigger ball?
South Africa was awesome. The larger tennis ball was
terrible. The giant ball was sucked.
I
don't like that rolling it back. I get the argument, but I feel like
what's the like? So I mean, to me, it's like
guys who hit it shorter are just going to hit it shorter. The Bryson U.S. Open, I think, was the turning point.
You have these club manufacturers that are constantly, jailbroken. It's like, oh, it's got the new, name whatever marketing thing you want to throw on it, and then you have all of a sudden you say, none of that matters. We're actually going to change the ball dimple pattern, and it's not going to go anywhere near as far. Like that's fucked up.
I also don't get why can't they play the course? If it's 600-800 yards and they go and shoot 20 under, what's the difference?
That's fun.
Yeah, I mean, because the USGA has this boner for like the winning score of the US Open needs to be a round par.
Great. Then fucking make the greens harder, or make the rough longer, or do something different.
That's
than
why I say the turning point was the Bryson US Open, because the rough was way longer, but he's so fucking strong that he would just mash it out of there. If you have to hit a ball out of really long rough, it would help that you could swing the club really fucking hard.
And
so he
like also what you're supposed
exactly.
To use
so he like kind of neutralized the rough as well.
Good, because he figured it out. Like I love that. Like. Dude,
sure,
I
agree.
I think they should make the balls rubber. I think we should have more condors, which I didn't know what that was. Do you know what condor is?
It's a 1 on a 5.
Hole in one on a par 5.
What?
Yeah, there's a name for it. Yeah.
That's possible?
Well,
rarer than the Albatross.
Actually, anything's possible.
I said before this started, that we don't roll back the ball. We just eliminate the tee.
Eliminate the tee.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means. Like, so you're saying hit a driver?
The wooden peg.
Driver off the deck.
You can't use that anymore. So guys would just have to hit 2 irons and 3 woods and shit off the tee. You wouldn't swing the same giant driver if you had to hit it off the deck. So you would get like a smaller one. I think that's the easiest way.
Okay. All right. I don't know if I mean,
it's like baseball. Like baseball, you don't get a metal bat. You don't give Mookie Betts a wooden or a metal bat,
Who?
Mookie Betts. He's like multi-time MVP. Plays for the Dodgers. You guys don't watch baseball?
I don't have time for baseball.
His name's Mookie.
Yeah.
Terrible name.
He's like the best player in baseball.
Well, does he play with a metal bat? I mean, that's cheating.
No, he doesn't because because they have different rules.
Yeah.
Sammy Sosa corked back.
Actually, no, just steroids. Fine. He figured that out too. Like, I love that. I love, like, forgive me. Of course, like that whole era of baseball is the only time. That's why I don't know who Mookie, whatever your name, like, that's because like these guys suck compared to those guys. Those guys were like fucking monsters back then. I loved it.
Mark McGwire.
Yes,
Barry
of course.
Bonds.
It's not me. Like, I'm not destroying my body to like go out and like smash 900-yard feet. They probably do feet in baseball. Yeah.
Also, I think 900 feet is like not possible. I think it's like
Actually, anything's possible.
Be cranking it.
350 feet.
Yeah. So we'll end it on a story. So this guy was playing golf, and I don't know like exactly where. I don't know some of the details. Not even sure if it's true or not. You know, that's our thing.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. That's fine. We're not a truth podcast.
Well,
No, we're not.
Not
We're an
totally.
entertainment podcast.
So this guy's playing golf, and man, he gets a chance to play maybe once or twice a week. He starts with par 5, eagle. Goes to the next hole, birdie. This guy is like a 4 or 5 handicap.
He's too close to the sun.
Too close to the sun, exactly. I don't know what that means, but yes.
It's like when you get to, if you were 3 under through 2, you would be way too close to the sun.
Yes, and they call that,
Clip
who
your
is the
wings
guy, the
off.
mythical, yes.
Icarus.
Icarus, thank you. Okay.
Jeopardy.
Thanks, Jeopardy. Yes.
What is Icarus?
Oh boy.
That was
So
a mythical thing.
it was a
up to
mythical
you to
creature,
decide.
and he got too close to his wings, whatever. All right. So anyway, getting back to this guy who was on fire, right? He started and he's like, oh my God, this is the most amazing round of my time. Like, I can't believe this. So he's 4 under through 4 holes. He gets a call. It's from like a random number, answers it. Yeah, this is so-and-so. And they go, yeah, your wife has actually been in an accident, and she's here at the hospital. We found your number in her phone as like the emergency contact, blah, blah, blah. You need to get here soon. He's like, all right, no problem. Guy's like, fuck. Like, I've got a good round going. So
Tough decision.
Is she dead?
well, he didn't know that, but he was like, he was like, all right, well, please tell her I'll be there as soon as I can.
Would you ask if you were 4 under?
I'm not going to get into this. Like, would I do anything on this? Because I would be right there with my baby the whole time. I already made the dish comment earlier. But this guy goes, all right, I'm going to keep playing. And he keeps playing. And he's like, I'm on fire. I mean, how hard? Like, he didn't know many details. So he keeps going. And anyway, he finishes. I mean, he was on hole 4 or 5 when he found out about it. And then he finishes the round, lowest score. I think he shot like 4 under, 5 under par, something stupid. Had a hole in one. That was the other part. He actually had a hole in one on his like 3rd hole. It was crazy. So then he rushes. He
didn't rush shit.
And then rushes.
He didn't rush anything.
He rushed into the pro shop, turned his scorecard in. No, I'm just
exactly.
kidding. Yeah. No, he got to the hospital quickly. And then the doctor was a golfer too. And he could tell the guy's decked out in like probably Travis Matthews shit. Like, he just obviously come off the golf course. And guy's like, wow, like what took you so long to get here? And he's like, well, no, I got here as soon as I could. What happened? He was like, well, I hope you enjoy that round of golf. It's going to be the last one you're ever going to have. And the guy's like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, there's no doubt she is going to be paralyzed. Unfortunately, she's not going to be able to go to the bathroom by herself. You're feeding tube. We've been working on her, and it just didn't go well. And he's like, this guy's like, obviously guilt starting to set in. Best round of his life, happiest day of his life, because he's got a hole in one and everything else. Now his wife's dying, and he's like, oh my God, this is terrible. And then the doctor walks up and he goes, no, I'm just kidding. She died 3 hours ago. You're fine. That's your story. You'll actually be able to play golf next weekend and a lot more.
Your
No big deal.
actually just freed up.
Anyway, hey, thanks y'all for joining another episode of Did I Tell You About My Albatross? We'll see y'all next time.
Did I tell you about my albatross?
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Don't miss out on our upcoming golf giveaways and experiences. They're exclusive to our subscribers, and all you got to do is subscribe. And until next time, golf's easy. Think fairways and greens.
Oh, here we go. Come on. Did I tell you about my albatross? Hey,